Hi, how are you, dear student? This is Naveed Khan, your mathematics teacher. In our previous class, we had discussed some questions about integration, but here today we will discuss some more examples. Now, in this example 3, income and education's page number 639. Okay, for a particular urban group, sociologists study the current average yearly income Y in dollars that the person can expect to receive with X years of education before seeking a regular employment. They estimated that the rate at which income changes with respect to education is given by dy by dx. Okay, so dy by dx is equal to 100 x power 3 by 2. So here we need to find out the value of y, and its initial condition is already given. When y is equal to 28,720, then x is equal to 9. Okay, so let's move towards solution. Now, dear student, here this equation is given. Dy by dx is equal to 100 x power 3 by 2. So we need the value of y here. So we need the value of y. So to get the value of y, we will take integration on both sides. So here we took integration on both sides. So this is coefficient, the coefficient will, now in this step the coefficient will move to outside of integration, and inside we have x power 3 by 2. Okay, and look at here, when we take integration of dy by dx, so here we have only y. Okay, now here what will be integration of 3 by 2? When we will take integration of 3 by 2, so the answer will become x power 5 by 2 and divided by 5 by 2. It means that, dear student, it will become x power 3 by 2 into d of x. It means that this is 2. It means that x power 3 by 2 plus 1, this is 3 by 2 plus 1, and the denominator it will be same, 3 by 2 and plus 1. Okay, so now then addition of x 3 by 2 plus 1 and 3 by 2 plus 1, so we have x power 5 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. Okay, now in the next step, this is 2 by 5. When it will move to numerator, it will be multiplied by 100 and then divided by 5. So this is our required equation. Okay, this is our required equation. Y is equal to 40 x power 5 by 2 plus c. Okay, but here, dear student, we need the value of y, and yes, this is the c is the constant. So what will be the value of c? Here at place of x and at place of y, we will put the value which are given in the question. Here is the value of y. Here is the value of y. Okay, this is the required value of y. Now, dear student, look at another example. This example is find the demand function from the marginal revenue. So the marginal revenue is given, so we need to find out the demand function from the marginal revenue. This is page number 620. Now, dear student, look at this question. If the marginal revenue function for a manufacturer's product is given by dr by dq, okay, so 2000 minus 20q minus 3q square. So here we will find out simple the demand function. We will simple find out the demand function. Just keep it in your mind that a revenue is equal to P multiplied by Q. This is the formula to find out the total revenue, price per unit multiplied by total unit. So find the demand function. We will find out the demand function here. Okay, so here just write down this the given function again. So I wrote down dr by dq is equal to 2000 minus 20q minus 3q square. So here we need only the value of r. So to get the value of r, we will take its integration, taking integration on both sides. So in this step I took integration on both sides. So here, dear student, r is equal to, we will apply separate integration on each term. So this is 2000, it will move to outside coefficient. Here will be integration of 1 into d of q, minus 20 is the coefficient, it will go outside, and integration of q into d of q. Okay, and this is 3, it will be go outside, and we have integration of q square into d of q. Okay, so r is equal to, we know that this is 2000, integration of 1 with respect to q, it will become only q. Now this is 20 means that here is we have one step, so it will become 2000. Okay, and integration of 1, it will become, we have q, okay, minus 20, and here we have integration of q, it will become q square divided by 2, and minus 3, and integration of q square, it will become q power 3 divided by 3. Okay, so now my dear student, this 3 and 3, it is cancelled, this 20, it will be cancelled with this 2, so here we have 10. So that's why integration of this step is r is equal to 2000 q minus 10 q square minus q power 3 at t q and plus c. Okay, dear student, now look at my dear student, here we have one more step is, for example, here I want to erase it, I want to erase this step. Okay, so it will become, now dear student, here this is our equation 1, so r is equal to 2000 q minus 10 q square minus q plus c. We assume that, we suppose that when no units are sold, q means that number of units, when no units are sold, so definitely when no units are sold, there will be no sale, there will be no revenue. It means that when no unit will be sold, no unit means that when 0 unit will be sold, so then the revenue will become also 0. Okay, dear student, so this r is equal to 0 when q is equal to 0, means that when no unit will be sold, then the total revenue, total sale will also become 0. Put the value of r and q in equation 1, here in equation 1. So after putting the values, this r is equal to 0, q is equal to 0, this q, it will be 0 square and minus 0 q. So after simplification, the value of c, this is the value of c, so value of c is equal to 0. Okay, dear student, now the value of c, it is 0. Again, just go back to the equation 1, go back to equation 1 and put here at place of c, the value of c is equal to 0, put here the value of c. So now hence c is equal to 0, and so the equation will be revenue is equal to 2000 q minus 10 q square minus q power 3 plus 0. Okay, but my dear student, this is the revenue equation, revenue function, but our question was to find out the demand function. Okay, so here we will find out demand function. Okay, so we need to find out the demand function. So we need to find out the demand function. My dear students, look at here, we know that here we have, here I am using this triangle, here is R, and here is P, and here is Q. When we need to find out R revenue, it will become P multiplied by Q. But when we need to find out the demand function, so now in that case it will become R by Q. Okay, dear student, so here R is equal to PQ, then P will become R by Q. So R is already given, so put here the value of R from the previous slide. So the value, this is the value of R divided by Q. Okay, so now 2000 Q divided by Q, just separately solve it separately, so it will become 2000 Q divided by Q minus 10 Q square divided by Q, and minus Q power 3, and then divided by Q. So now this Q and Q, it will be cancelled. This Q, it will be cancelled with this 2. This Q, it will be cancelled with 3. So here we have only 2, Q power 2. So P is equal to 2000 minus 10Q minus Q square is the required demand equation. Okay, dear students, I got this question from this one, introductory mathematical analysis for business economics. Okay, dear student, so thank you very much and have a nice day and take care of yourself. Stay at home. Okay, bye bye, masala.